Welcome back to this new inspirational video. Today I wanted to go over a little piece of literature left to us by Neville Goddard, and it's called The Crown of Mysteries from the book The Power of Awareness. Now in it he wrote the following: "The assumption of the wish fulfilled is a ship that carries you over the unknown seas to the fulfillment of your dream. The assumption is everything. Realization is subconscious and effortless. Assume a virtue if you have it not. Act on the assumption that you already possess that which you sought. Blessed is she that believeth, for there shall be a performance of those things which were told her from the Lord." As the Immaculate Conception is the foundation of the Christian mysteries, so the Assumption is their crown. Psychologically, the Immaculate Conception means the birth of an idea in your own consciousness, unaided by another. For instance, when you have a specific wish or hunger or longing, it is an immaculate conception in the sense that no physical person or thing plants it in your mind. It is self-conceived. Every man is the Mary of the Immaculate Conception, and birth to his idea must give. The Assumption is the crown of the mysteries because it is the highest use of consciousness. When in imagination you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you are mentally lifted up to a higher level. When, through your persistence, this assumption becomes actual fact, you automatically find yourself on a higher level. That is, you have achieved your desire in your objective world. Your assumption guides all your conscious and subconscious movements towards a suggested end, so inevitably that it actually dictates the events. The drama of life is a psychological one, and the whole of it is written and produced by your assumptions. Learn the art of assumption, for only in this way can you create your own happiness. Now that is what he had to say in this one chapter, because this book contains very tiny chapters, like they're not even a page long in many cases, but they do contain gems of wisdom. So this crown of mysteries, it's absolutely important to get this straight in your mind. We have these doubts, we have these worries, we're not applying the law of assumption effectively most of the time. Now that's okay, don't feel bad about it, but just learn why that is so. Because what we're dealing with here is the ability to literally assume something is true even though our senses deny it. Have you been able to do this? If not, well, this is what you have to learn to do. Reach that point that you're capable and willing to assume that something is the way you want it to be even though your senses deny it. Like literally, this sounds kind of like going insane, but at the same time you could imagine it being an actor of some kind. This isn't easy at first if you're not even trained in doing this and using your consciousness in this way, but it can be done. That's the most important part. It happens gradually through experience that you become better at assuming things to be true even if they are not visibly here. So you learn to assume that you're successful with whatever you desire to do in life. You have goals right now that you're working upon, assume that you're a success at them, and then watch what happens. As you feel full of that feeling of success, if you feel it, if you assume that it is the truth for you as a person, then the reality of your life will change around. You will start to get signs and evidence that yes, you are a success. Yes, you're growing towards more and more success. This really works. This is the power of assumption. You're called upon to assume whatsoever you desire. You can think and imagine about whatever you want in your life. Now, can you assume that you actually have it, that it is true for you? You have to reach that point. You become so obsessed with your dream that yes, you start to literally assume it, even though your senses deny it, even though your friends tell you don't have it, even though your reasoning mind is telling you you're going crazy, you're acting like a crazy person, you're not being an adult, you're being unrealistic. But you see, it's by being unrealistic that you change the so-called realistic reality around. You change around what you see by being totally unrealistic about it, by having a bigger, better dream, a vision in your mind of what you want it to be like, and then you can change your physical life accordingly. That is the crown of mysteries, the power of your mind. It gives you the ability to assume whatsoever you desire. Now, are you applying it? I'm sure you're working on it, and keep doing it because it will do wonders in our lives. You see, that's the same thing I do in my life. I have to assume all the good things I would like to have physically, and as I assume it, as I feel myself as if I've already got it, then I keep being motivated and compelled to grow there. That is what you have to burn into your mind over and over again. We're going to repeat this point because it all comes down down to how you're using your mind in your own way. It's not about the teacher, it's not about me, it's not about anybody else. For me, it's the same. It's not about you or anybody else. It's about how am I using my mind. Am I assuming the good things that I desire to have? If so, then I will grow there. That is an absolute guarantee. But if I don't do it, if I start assuming the other things that we are so accustomed to doing, assume that things will be hard, difficult, impossible, etc., well, then we'll have evidence of that as well. Play this game with yourself, change the assumption around towards that. You can do whatever you desire. See what happens. Watch what happens. It's gonna be great. Now that's a little message I wanted to share with you today concerning Neville Goddard's material. Now, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing to receive inspirational videos on a regular basis. And with that being said, dear viewer, never forget that we are the dreamers.